My name is Dale Taha and I'm chairperson of the Lady Khama Charitable Trust. We were founded in 2002 by His Excellency the President of Botswana with a view to maintaining Lady Khama's focus and mandate during her time as First Lady on vulnerable women and children. So what we do as a trust is act as a conduit between, on the one hand, donors and smaller beneficiaries on the other hand. Lucara approached us a few weeks ago to ask us to identify 3 charitable organizations that would be the beneficiaries of a pre-auction of 3 smaller stones. And the pre-auction is obviously to the main auction of the 1109 carat rough diamond, the Lesedi La Rona, which was found at Lucara's mine in Botswana. The mandate given to us was to find an organization that focuses on the environment on the one hand. The second organization should focus on vulnerable women, and finally one that focuses on vulnerable children. We've done that, and we found 3 great charities for you to support. The organizations are the Khama Trust, which is a wildlife organization that focuses on endangered animals in Botswana, with a particular focus on the relocation of rhinos from South Africa to Botswana.
The reason we started this is that we felt that there were other entities around the world that were using our good reputation to raise funds for projects and purposes that we could not confirm or commit to. And we felt that if we had a body, we would be able then to justify to people the funds that we were raising, and also to be accountable for the way the funds had been used. Our breeding program in Botswana and the release of rhinos has been very successful, that we're proud to say that we're probably one of the only countries that's having a growth of rhino populations in the world. But having to look after wildlife calls for assistance. And the type of assistance that we're typically looking for is from helicopters, so that we can monitor wildlife. The type of helicopter we're looking for is one that performs in hot and high conditions. And typically these helicopters cost about $2.4 million each. But in so doing, we also have to manage wildlife, which calls for vehicles, it calls for night viewing devices, it calls for FLIRs, which are forward-looking infrared equipment which we put under aircraft so that we can fly at night and look for hotspots, and also other various makes of fixed-wing aircraft as well. And we also in the need for relocation vehicles, and typically the vehicles that we're looking for cost about 5 to 6 or 700,000 pula each.
Secondly, we have the Botswana Retired Nurses Association, and within that grouping, the Grandmother Support Group. The Grandmother Support Group provides primary care for orphans of the AIDS epidemic.
We were left widows, others were left with children who are orphans. Because of this pain in our hearts, we didn't know what to do. We just grouped ourselves, and we started by teaching each other how to knit, crochet, baking, beekeeping, and it has kept us busy.
And what they do is come to the Retired Nurses Association premises to strategize on how to raise funds for their group and how best to support these young children.
When we meet, there's laughter, there's joy, there's counseling. We even have a professional who is our social worker who, when things are tough, we just tell her, she gives us good advice. Please, if we can get a plot where we can put our things in order, where we can sell our things in order, where we can also meet with grandmothers and other people who are having such problems that we have, that we can elevate our standard of life.
Thirdly and finally, we have Shonaquip, who are an organization that provides pediatric customized wheelchairs for young children, and we've actually provided wheelchairs to Camp Hill here today.
I'm 11 years old.
In Botswana, we have about 60,000 people living with disabilities. In Shonaquip, the cases that we deal with most of the time is cerebral palsy, spina bifida, and road traffic accidents. Usually when a client comes to us looking for a wheelchair, we do an assessment. Once the device is ready, then we do the fitting process so that the child can sit in a most upright position, so that the child can do the daily living activities. When the child is sitting in an upright position, it allows the child to be as independent as possible and allows the child to participate in the daily living activities such as school, play, and stimulation activities. The advantages of the Shona Quip wheelchairs is that they are suitable for our terrain in Africa. One chair would cost around $900 to $1,500 US. For children who cannot afford, usually organizations such as Lady Khama Trust, they assist the parents so that they can buy the children these devices.
We as a trust have agreed to supply 15 of these wheelchairs per annum over the next 3 years. And what Shona Quip does is travel around Botswana looking for young children that are in desperate need. We place a great deal of importance in the financial responsibility of the organizations we support, because it's important to us to be able to give our donors the comfort that they need, that the money that they're giving is going to its intended purpose. And we do this by focusing where we can on overseeing the project development ourselves. So in the case of the Retired Nurses Association, we're personally overseeing the building of the new classroom that will see their children capacity increasing from 60 to 120. So what I'm here today to do is convince you to support these 3 wonderful organizations in the auction. Please dig deep. Your money in hard currency goes a long, long way in Botswana, and the more you give, the better able we are to support these organizations. And we'd like to commend Lucara on its corporate social responsibility program, which is something that is actually quite well known for in Botswana. Thank you.